Welcome to the Academy of Photography. Please tell me if you don't believe this Beyoncé Noel impersonation is not the best you've seen so far. I'm Christian Tudor, and today I would like to talk about a very specific topic: protection filters for lenses. The expensive versus the cheap version. Before I go into today's subject, I would like to mention the fact that we just hit over 20,000 subscribers on the Academy of Photography YouTube channel, which in my personal opinion, it's an achievement. This channel is increasing in popularity. I'm happy I can provide good quality content. So if you like our channel, just do not forget to subscribe, give us a thumb up, and remember, we are preparing more videos coming this year. Now, to the question in matter. I've already mentioned in some of previous videos, I am using very cheap filters in front of my expensive lenses. So what I do, I have purchased on eBay just simple glass. They're called UV filters. I haven't noticed the difference. It's just simple glass, $5 each on eBay. The reason for me doing that is just for the protection. I have shot few weddings on the beach, and there's always sand, there's always wind, there's always salt. So after several events, when I had to pay a lot of attention cleaning my lenses, I decided to put some protective glass in front of it. There are a few people commenting on those. How do I put cheap glass in front of a very expensive lenses? How is that not decreasing the quality of the picture? Well, I was the first one being concerned about that, because I believe I need to provide high quality images to my clients. And I have tested many times before I took the decision to go with the cheapy ones. So first of all, I bought the first batch of the cheap ones. I have tested and tested and tested. I could not notice any difference, and my decision was very simple. I am the first person to believe that you get what you pay for. However, I'm trying to spend the money where it really matters, and I do not believe the filters is necessarily a very expensive exercise. I would be happy to see other examples where actually cheap filters and expensive filters make a difference. I am talking about only protection filters. Please remember, I'm not talking about the ones who are modifying the exposure. That's a different discussion. I'm not gonna go to that. That will be a subject to a different video. That is the main reason behind my decision to go with cheapies. After testing, I realized there's no decreased or no added value to my images, and I have enlarged them to the last pixel. I still couldn't see any difference. Not the blurriness, not the level of detail, everything is exactly the same. If you believe that an expensive filter will give you a different result than a cheap filter, I would be interested to receive 2 pictures in comparison, and definitely I'm gonna have a very good look. I have prepared an exercise. Today I took 2 pictures. I'm gonna show them to you in a second on the computer. I'm also putting them for comments onto the Academy of Photography website, so you can download and you make your own comparison. I repeat, this is the result between one image is taken with a very cheap filter and one without. Okay, I have jumped on my computer just to prove my point. I have taken 2 images, one with the filter, one without. These are the 2 images. The left one is taken with a UV filter, cheap one, $5 on eBay, and the right one is taken without the filter. Now, because it does have a little tint, the left one is slightly darker, but my point is not necessarily the exposure. My point to what I'm trying to prove is that with or without the filter, the level of detail is absolutely the same. So remember, we are talking about only protection for the glass. I'm not talking about the purpose of modifying the exposure. I have increased this 200%. I'm looking here at a very, very small branch, and I'm looking left and right. I'm waiting for the image to be cleared. and now I'm looking and I cannot spot any difference. Now, according to few comments, one of them, and the one with the chip filter, should have a decrease in quality. I would say there's absolutely no difference in terms of pixels. On the other hand, it's slightly better looking, the left one, but you probably can't see the difference. As mentioned before, it's a UV filter. It does have a very small tint, and it will, I don't think it's even half a stop. I think it's probably a tenth of a stop. As mentioned before, the purpose for the filter is just to protect the glass. It's not intended to modify the exposure. I modify the exposure through the camera settings if I feel the need to. I hope it proves my point. If anyone has expensive filters and cheap filters, and you can actually prove that a cheap filter is decreasing the quality of the picture, the overall picture, I would be very interested to find out. I hope this helps. Thank you. If you have any comments, just please then leave them down below. Do not forget to subscribe on the Academy of Photography website. And as per usual, until I see you next time, I wish you happy shooting. Thank you very much.